Okay, I'd like to welcome everybody to tonight's meeting. I appreciate you coming out. First item on the agenda, we'll have a moment of silence. Thank you for that. The next item on the agenda is Pledge of Allegiance.
Mr. Chairman, go ahead and stay in the audience, but I would like to also introduce one of our high school finalists over here, Mr. Aaron Tackett. He's a junior at the high school. He is with his sponsor, Mr. Baldridge. Mr. Baldridge, could you share the initiative that we're going forward with at the high school for Student Voice?
We're in the process of organizing class officers by grade level, and then a student council that will sit above them to present to the board and to the community student issues and concerns that they have about things that they feel are important to the student body for improvement. And this young man has taken the initiative. We don't have the council fully in place. He's already begun attending site-based council meetings. This is his first board meeting. Someone from the student council will be at all of the future board meetings. And if they have issues that they have great concern about, they would deeply appreciate the board allowing them to have a voice during the board meetings. And this is Mr. Aaron Tackett. He is a junior at Sheldon Clark High School.
And he's going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance tonight. We thank you for that, Mr. Tackett. Come on up front here if you want. At your discretion.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next item on the agenda is the student spotlight.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Tonight we have representatives from our middle school, and Mr. Rick Haney, the principal over there, has nominated forward one of his finest. And I'm going to turn over to him at this time. He's asked for some space tonight. The only limitation that I put on Mr. Haney and his fine young pledge back there, Hannah, is no volcanoes. So come on up. And they're going to use this area up here, board, if you don't mind. So Kathleen and Donetta, if y'all could just actually stand up around the sides there for her presentation, that would be good for her if you so desire.
There's no volcanoes, just rocks. First of all, thank you to the board and Mr. Meadows for giving us the opportunity. This is an award, and we also have her 7th grade science teacher, Mr. Jimmy Horn, back here with us. And she is our school level winner, and Mr. Horn can give the exact groups that she's in just a minute. But she also went to the East Kentucky Science Fair, to their center over there, and she was also our regional winner with this as well. So we're very proud of her, and once again we thank you for the opportunity for her to present to you guys. Not only that, but she is also a part of our student council at our school. I don't know that I've emailed you that just yet. And our student council has been sitting in on our site-based meetings. So that is something that we already have going on. She didn't get to come to the last one, but I'm sure she'll be at some future ones. So we have one of ours here as well. So, but at this time, Mr. Horn, do you want to add the groups that she's in?
Sure. When we had our science fair at school in 7th grade, she placed first place in her life science category, and then she was the overall first place winner in 7th grade. And then when she went to the science fair at Prestonsburg, not only did she win first place, but she also won a $200 check, and also the school science department got $100 off.
So Mr. Moore was very excited about that also. So, first question was, can I use it for science test? I was like, absolutely. So, at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Hannah Ward.
My topic is on the 5-second rule, truth or myth. And so first I had to get a question, which was, does picking up fallen food items within 5 seconds prevent the transfer of bacteria? After I got my question, I did my research. I stayed in 3 main specific areas, which was the research of bacteria, the 5-second rule, and then I also had to do research on medium auger and petri dishes and how to use them. Then I came up with my hypothesis, which I think that dropping a food item within 5 seconds or less will transfer bacteria. So the materials I used was food, which was candy, hard candy, bread, and bologna. And then I had sterile swabs and sterile gloves, a timer, medium auger, and petri dishes, and then my notebook to record my results. So then my procedure was preparing the petri dishes here, and I had to open them, warm up the medium auger, and then pour them in, let them sit for 30 minutes to 45, and then I would start dropping the food, picking it up within 5 seconds, swabbing it, and then doing a zigzag motion on the medium auger, and then I let them sit for a whole week, and each day I recorded my results and took pictures. Then, after I did all that, I made a picture album here of the different days and what they were, and then I collected my data, and I have my surface key, which is the different surfaces, which was a kitchen floor, a car floor, the ground, the cafeteria floor, and a school desk. And then I have my specimen key, which again was my food item. And then I came up with my results. And after completing my entire experiment, it's clear that no matter the surface, the most food items will come with a transfer of bacteria. So for set 1, almost all the food items except for the gummy candy grew bacteria. And I was surprised because since it's gooey and a little bit wet, that it would attract bacteria, because bacteria is mostly attracted to wet, dark, and moist items. So then for set 2, again, all of them except for the gummy candy. And then for set 3, every sample grew bacteria, which did not surprise me because it was the ground, and we have cars, animals, and peoples all over the place. For set 4, again, every sample grew bacteria, which in that case, on that day, we did have heavy traffic in the cafeteria. It was our Heritage Day, so that might explain that. Set 5, every sample grew bacteria, and it was next to the fastest growing. And so that tells me not to put my head down on the classroom desk anymore. Points to make about my results: the bacteria grew in different colors, shapes, and sizes. The colors range from green, gray, white, orange, red, almost any color you could think of. And then all the samples had a very bad odor to them. I think that might be because some of them were white and fuzzy, so maybe it was related with mold. And the bologna seems to be the fastest growing bacteria. The soft gummy candy grew the least bacteria, which I'm pretty proud of that because it's my favorite type of candy. And here I have all the resources I used. This is all my results that I recorded, and then here I have all the pictures and what they looked like each day I started. So, any questions?
No, I was going to ask you about the bologna. I thought everybody eats, Yeah. That's good.
I apologize for Mr. Horn. I did not see you back there. I should have known you were going to be here. Come on up here, because I think there'll be a photo op here. I believe what this community already knows, of course, God has put an inordinate amount of brilliant kids in our district, and Hannah certainly is one of them. And Brent, there he is. Giving the student a voice is very important, whether it's on the board agenda as a standing item for the student spotlight, whether it's a student council in a school. We want to put you and other of our young chargers in our district and our kids, our children in our community in places where you can teach us how important it is to take care of our responsibilities and what we do every day. And so we're just so very proud of you. We are And I'm with Gary over here. I mean, if it's bologna on the floor, I think I'm going to go to the 5-minute rule. I'll go ahead. I don't know. But you've done a tremendous job. And the board a moment ago, without taking a whole lot more time, but I think you demonstrate what the board, we had a little training session a moment ago, and we were talking about processes. And you've certainly done a brilliant job at the process of investigation and your data collection, making your decisions on data. That's what it's all about. And that's what we want to embed in our culture here in our school district. So we're just very proud of you. Thank you for being here, and congratulations on being the spotlight for December for the board. And this is to the Student Spotlight. This certificate is awarded to Hannah Ward for exemplifying the value of a Martin County education. Congratulations.
Just a few other things about Hannah. Hannah is a distinguished student. I'm sure she won't mind for me bragging on her just a moment. She's in our Algebra 1 course at the middle school. Also very sports-oriented as a cheerleader, so she's very busy all the time. Also an officer in our FCA. She shares the joy of giving messages on Friday mornings during our Fellowship of Christian Athletes. So she has a lot of accolades that I can go on and on with, and we're extremely proud of you, Hannah. Extremely proud.
And I'll give you one more word of advice. When you hear all these accolades, this is the perfect time that you ask for a raise.
No, yeah, right. Yeah.
Let's give her another round of applause.
Next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. Discussion and possible action of board minutes for special board meeting on November 19th, 2013. Discussion and action of treasurer's orders in the amount of $137,113.51 and paid warrants in the amount of $732,215.63. Item C, discussion and or action of trip vehicle and use of district property request. Is there any discussion on the consent agenda items? Not, I need a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Have a motion to approve. I need a second. Motion and second. All in favor, indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is discussion and or action on superintendent matters. I had a chance to review that document. Is there any discussion on superintendent matters? Not, I need a motion to approve.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Have a motion, need a second. Second, all in favor, indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is discussion and possible action of facility plan amendment.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. The recommendation that I have put before the board tonight for action is the facility plan committee came together at the direction and guidance of the Department of Education and Facilities Director, Mr. Tim Lucas. And that was, the charge is to make an amendment. The next step going forward in a new facility for Martin County was to bring that committee together and to establish a finding. And the finding would be amended to the existing facility plan. And so the local facility plan met in an open meeting, publicized meeting. Minutes were taken. A motion was made to accept the finding of and to include as an amendment to the existing facility plan a new high school with a co-located ATC, Area Technical Center. And that is what I give to the board tonight for action and recommend its approval so that we can amend the local facility plan.
Any discussion by the board, any questions or comments? Any facility plan amendment? Donna, need a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
I have a motion, need a second? I have a second, all in favor, indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Carried. Next item is discussion, possible action of the revised financial page of BG1 for Shelby Park High School Inez campus.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mike, could you shed some light on that for us, sir?
I'll be happy to. Thank you. Okay, well, you all will recall that several weeks ago, we initiated a project at that time in middle school, put some partitions in the building. I provided some estimating and I provided some guidance to how to move forward. There were also some other costs associated with that we discovered, and the Department of Education is asking for us to acknowledge those and make some of the project. So what we're doing tonight is approving a revised BG1, which captures and presents those costs on BG1. It's really that simple. Tammy and myself discovered this as we were doing the BG5, and the BG5 is a new document that the Department of Education has implemented, I think in the past 4 months. So it just so happens that Martin County has an active project that's within that time frame, and the BG5 kind of pointed this out. So another thing, if I assume that you have the BG1 on your iPad or in your paperwork, I'll provide some insight into these numbers. We always refer to the left and the right column when we're talking about these pages with the various administrators, the left or the right side. The left side is generally the side that the architect provides and helps fill in for the district. And then the right side is the financing that the district usually provides to the architect. Oftentimes it's your fiscal agent that provides these numbers. In this case, Tammy and myself, we're early finance officer, Tammy and myself have worked through this. And you'll also notice that up in the upper right corner, there are a couple of previous BG numbers. So the district had residual funds left over from 2 other construction projects, and those amounts are identified. So what we did is we captured those funds and balanced it out so that it works. And the general fund had to be tapped for a modest amount of money. So that's kind of it. I'll be happy to answer questions or if you'd like to fill in more.
That cost, legals and payment for that, is that?
Yes, there was a contractor that was hired by the board, and actually, thank you, I'll provide some more information into it. I think it's RL contract, RL paving. So that's another contractor. We had Frederick and May, we had Brown Sprinkler, and then we got RL contracting. So the department is asking for us to acknowledge those in a closed out form. Previously, the board did a BG4 for Brown Sprinkler and Frederick and May. So to tidy this up next month, we had such a short period of time before that one corrupted board agenda. So next month we will come to you with a BG4 for RL paving.
It's pretty much the construction cost numbers are all the same as we've seen earlier.
Yes, I haven't adjusted those. The numbers, I got the numbers from Tammy, and we incorporated those.
So we just need a motion to approve the BG1 as revised.
Is that correct?
Yes, just simply motion the board to consider approval of revised BG1 for BG number 14-037.
Say that again, Mike.
BG number 14-037.
Any further discussion from the board? I need a motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
I have a motion, need a second?
I'll second.
Motion second. All in favor, indicate by saying aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is discussion possible action, transfer from general fund to construction fund to zero out of construction projects. The total amount of the transfer will be $20,569.35.
Okay.
Part of that is just what it says, it says old construction funds. I think there's a little bit of roofing, just different baseball field, softball field. I think I itemized it somewhere when I sent it to Carolyn in detail. It's just good housekeeping, and we knew too that it was going to take up court order to do transfers when we utilize all the remaining funds of the Warfield Elementary Edition and Iowa's Elementary Edition.
Does the board have any further questions on that line for Ken? Any further discussion? No, I need a motion to approve. Have a motion, need a second?
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor, indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is discussion and possible action on acceptance of offer of $18,143 from School Facilities Construction Commission and to escrow these funds.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. These are the CATS funds. We can escrow these up to a maximum of 3 years. So my recommendation to the board is accept these matching funds, and they can be used prior to the 3 years. So we can match these funds at any time. And as I have shared, as you may recall, the funds that we matched this year, the Martin County Middle School was were beneficiaries of a good injection, probably about a little above $85,000 worth of technology for the Merton Middle School. So it's a one-to-one match, and it's a great benefit.
Any questions about the board or any further discussion at this time? Not, I need a motion to accept the offer of $18,143.
I'll make a move.
Have a motion, need a second?
Second.
Motion second. All in favor, indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item is discussion and possible action on the second reading of assault policy 09.425. Board approved an immediate 3-day suspension. This is the second reading.
Yes, sir. Unless the board has any changes or edits or concerns, the second reading will make it final, and then Mr. Fournette will forward that on to KSBA for publication and insertion into our board policies and procedures.
And that's a change in immediate 3-day suspension, right?
It's a 3-day, yes, it's an immediate 3-day suspension for the fighting, I believe.
Right.
You have a copy in here?
That's the only one.
Any further discussion of that by the board? No, I need a motion to approve.
I'll make it.
Have a motion, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Motion and second. All in favor, indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Moving right along. Review of the 2013 technology report. Discussion and possible action.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and Mr. Mullins is here tonight. Thank you for braving your help.
Thank you.
Come on up, Mr. Mullins.
Yeah, this is actually just the same policy that we had in effect, or the same plan we had in effect. This will be the third year of a 3-year plan. This is actually the funding for the 2014-2015 school year. Yeah, we're not any changes to it. It's kind of cut and dry. We're beginning the process of doing the EWA request for this year. It's just getting started. One of the things that needs to be in place is technology.
Now, I will point out on this technology plan, if you have an opportunity to take a look at it again, one of the items that we're really trying to work on, in fact, we've got a partnership with a couple of our students. Ms. Margaret Williams has been so kind to have a couple of students come down twice a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, I believe.
It's actually Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Oh, okay, good. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And it's the web-based design that we have. We haven't launched it live yet, but they're giving some assistance on that. We sure appreciate their expertise.
Any questions? Mr. Martin?
Yeah, it is. It's at a Y 50. Thank you.
Is there any further discussion by the board with the 2013 technology report? No, I need a motion to approve.
Make a motion.
Have a motion, need a second.
I'll second.
Motion second. All in favor, indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Carries. Next item on the agenda is contract discussion and possible action on contract between Martin County Board of Education and Columbia Gas Company.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Terry Salyers is here to present a contract that will lock the board in at a set price. So, Mr. Salyers.
Thank you, sir. I'd like to recommend to the board tonight for action on the contract between Consolidated Energy and also Martin County Board of Education to accept a 27-month fixed rate contract which will save the district around $10,000.
As in all contracts and agreement, I forward those to the board attorney. He's looked over this, and fortunately, Mr. Schmidt is also the board attorney for Lawrence County. Lawrence County entered this contract a week ago, 2 weeks ago maybe. So it's I recommend to the board that we do enter into that for the 27-month period.
They got a little bit cheaper rate than we got. Call it done.
Terry's going to work on that for us.
No, I'll make a motion today. Yeah, I like it. I think it's a wise thing to do.
We have a motion to approve.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Motion second. All in favor, indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item on the agenda is reports, administrative staff reports.
No, sir, other than we are still working on, our faculty and staff at the district and school levels have done a tremendous job in their newsletters that we've initiated, implemented, not only just in the schools, but throughout the community. And right now it's going through the email systems. I would like to have a hard copy for you each month. I have one hard copy up here, so I would like you to take a look at it before you leave. There's some great things that are going on. These will be sent to you email, and you'll get these through your system, through your iPad, or through your own computer. But there are some great things. This is an opportunity for not only the schools, but program directors at the central office here, and different programs that are being run, the great things that are happening in the district. One of the deficiencies that we are trying to address there is the communication, not only in our schools, and with our schools, but the district with the community as well. And there's a lot of great things that are going on in the district that, we just, I don't know if it's through humility or what, but it's no time to be humble about when it comes to our kids. There's a lot of great things going on in the district when it comes to our kids and their student achievement. So I would ask the board if you want to take a look at the hard copy tonight before you leave. If not, you'll get it on email anyhow.
Next item on the agenda is Martin County Education Association report.